Hello, 8th graders. Your new video is on congruent figures. And to be more specific, we're going to work a lot with congruent triangles as well. And there's 3 different rules that we're going to use for that, for the triangle ones. So if I want to, well, first of all, congruent, remember that means it's the exact same size and shape. It's exactly alike. Okay, so we have 3 different rules that we can use here for the triangle. And so when we look at this, side, side, side rule just means that all 3 sides match up exactly with the other 3 sides on the other triangle. They're the exact same lengths. All 3 sides match up. The side angle side rule, 2 sets of congruent sides and 1 set of congruent angles. Okay, and this is just 3 different ways that you can figure out if triangles are congruent or not. The angle side angle rule, there's 2 sets of congruent angles and 1 set of congruent sides. Okay, and I'll get into it in more detail, so don't let it confuse you too bad right now. So first of all, on the bottom here, it says when 2 figures are congruent and there is something, either an angle or a side length that's missing from one of them, you can use the corresponding side or angle from the other figure to find what's missing. So you match up the sides that hold the same position as the other figure. That's what corresponding means. You find the side that holds the exact same position, and by doing that, you can figure out what the missing length or side is. So let's look at these 2 triangles that I have drawn, and obviously because I freehand drew them, they're not super awesome. Let's just pretend that they look like they're exactly congruent the way they should. They're flipped different directions, right? So I have these congruence marks. That's what these little marks here are, congruence marks. It shows you which side matches up with which side, okay? So they're showing you this side and this side are the same, this side and this side, and then this side and this side. Shows you which sides correspond to which side. So you can also do the same thing with the angles, though. So if you flip it in your mind, right, this angle and this angle match up, this angle and this angle match up, and then this one and this one match up. So then, because and I'm going to go over these right now, like how we can look at that and match it up using those rules, okay? So if I want to show that these 2 triangles, are congruent, here's how I can do it. So if I want to use the side, side, side rule, the side, side, side rule says that all 3 sides match up with all 3 sides of the other one, right? And I showed you congruence marks. So all then that you have to do is match up your sides. So let's just start with the 1 mark. So BC is going to equal which one on this side? And because I started this way and went this direction, and it's flipped over here, I have to start with F over here, because that's the one that matches up with B, right? Look at the angles. F and B match up. So I have to go F to E. And these marks above it just means that that's a side. So that's one side, and then I'll do BA. So B to A, which would be F to D on the other one. And then the other side that I'm missing is AC. So if I start at the top and go this way, I have to start at the top and go this way. Matches up with DE. Whoops. Whoa. Okay, so AC matches up with DE. So that shows the side, side, side rule, because I showed 1, 2, 3 sets of sides that are all equal. That's going to show that those 2 figures are congruent. So then I also have the SAS rule. Side, angle, side, right? 2 sides and 1 angle is what I need to show. So it can be any of the 2 sides. Because I have all the congruence marks there, I can use any 2 sides. So I'm just going to use this one. And because it says side, angle, side, that's how I have to write it here. Side. Now I have to match up 1 angle. It doesn't matter which one. So let's just use this one. So angle C equals angle, which one has 2 marks? Angle E. And then I need to use one other side, and I'll just do this one since it's right there. AC equals DE. So that's side, angle, side. So then I have one other way that I can do it, and that is the angle, side, angle one. Angle, side, angle rule. So angle, side, angle. And again, that's how it has to be written. An angle, a side, and an angle. And I can use any one. So I'm just going to do angle A up here, matches up with angle D. Then I need to do a side because that's what it says right there. So I'm just going to do BC, matches up with FE. And then I need another angle. So I'm going to do angle B, matches up with angle F. Okay, so look at the difference here. Side, 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 angle, side, angle, side, angle. Those are just three different ways that you can prove that triangles are congruent. Okay, now we're going to work with figures that aren't triangles as well. And we kind of did some of that last year, but I will review that more in class. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on those three rules, and we will deal more with them tomorrow. Have a good night.